Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. Last time on Game of Thrones, we had no one. Let's see. Okay. Varys is going on a secret mission. Riverrun has surrendered to Jaime Lannister, and the Blackfish was killed. No trial by combats for Cersei. The Masters of Slavers Bay have come to attack Meereen, but Daenerys is back. The Hound has joined the Brotherhood, basically, or kind of not fighting the Brotherhood anymore. And Arya is now just Arya and has left for Westeros and Winterfell. That's pretty much that. Yeah, this is where I say no spoilers. Don't be a dick. No spoilers. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into episode 9 of this season of Game of Thrones. Here we go.
Despite appearances, I think you'll find the city's on the rise.
Is she pissed?
Perhaps we should take shelter. No ruler that ever lived had the support of all the people, but the rebirth of Meereen is the cause of this violence.
She's pissed. Yeah, confess to mom.
Masters cannot let Meereen succeed.
Shall we begin?
Begin what?
Do we have a plan?
I will crucify the Masters. I will set their fleets afire, kill every last one of their soldiers, and return their cities to the dirt. That is my plan.
At this
You
point...
don't approve.
You once told me you knew what your father was.
Ooh.
You know his plans for every man, woman, and child. That's why Jaime killed him.
This is entirely different.
You're talking about destroying cities. It's not entirely different.
Yeah, innocent people are there. The slaves.
I'd like to suggest an alternate approach.
We're here to discuss your surrender, not mine.
Oh shit. Alright. Never mind.
I imagine it's difficult.
My reign has just begun.
Drogon. Oh, Drogon. Oh my gosh, I love that this is just a thing now. That we're just riding dragons. Maybe in a saddle or something. Oh, the other two! Alright, come on boys, we got work to do. Say it.
Dracarys.
Yes! Oh! Oh, it's so beautiful. It could just be the entire episode, I'd be happy. We just ended in 5 minutes. Oh! Get the other two!
Let's end this the old way. You against me.
Ooh. That'd be interesting. 1v1.
Now, if you want to save
You're going to die tomorrow, Lord Bolton. Sleep well.
Oh shit. Yeah, she's fucking Dunyan rings with you, man. The stag. Yeah. This is where she was burned.
You were making jokes about my height, I seem to recall.
Oh shit.
Not my claim. Hers.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
I'm not fit to rule.
We can agree upon that, at least.
Has the Iron Islands ever had a queen before?
No more than Westeros.
That's true.
No more reaving, roving, raiding, or raping.
That's our way of life.
No more.
Ooh. Gotta bend to her will.
No more.
No more. He brought Rick on, didn't he? Yep.
Run to your brother. The sooner you make it to him, the sooner you get to see him again.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
That's it.
Bring it, just like dodge out of the way. You missed, you bastard. How many arrows does he have? Ha! You missed! Again. Oh. Shit, a lot of arrows. Here they come. Oh, damn it! Quit hitting him! Damn it! Oh man. This time we're gonna see the actual battle. Long Claw. Come on, man, you can do this. You're not gonna die again. Oh, hey, everyone else caught up. Oh, jeez, that looks like it really hurts. Oh my gosh, this episode's gotten crazy. Oh, nice shot. Yeah, that's right, kill it. That's right, get out of here. So many arrows. Bring in, why don't any of you use shields? Just piles of people.
We may as well be taking shits back here. Follow!
Oh man, we're going in. Yes! Ah, backup has arrived.
With me, lads! Break the line!
Alright, we're back on. Yes! 1-1! Break the lines! Yeah, screw their shields! Bolton bastards. Oh! Nice! Oh! Knocked him over. Oh! This is horrible, man. Did he get up? Wait, what's that sound? Oh, it worked. Is someone else here? Oh. Oh, Baelish. Oh, it's the Veil. Now I get it. The Veil is here to help Jon and Sansa. Sorry, fuck you, Ramsay. Yeah. Heh. It's the Veil. And fuck you. You bastard. Get back here.
We have Winterfell. They don't have the men for a siege. All we have to do is wait.
There's a giant man. Yes! Oh! He doesn't care. This guy can take so many hits. No! He took too many hits, but he opened the door. Gosh, he's just riddled with arrows. It's alright, man. Oh, was it Ramsay? It was Ramsay. This fuck. Yeah, he has a shield, man. He let go of Longclaw. That's right, fuck you. That's right, fuck him up. That's right, fuck him up. Is he dead? No, he's not. Wait. That's right, fuck the Boltons. Yes! House Stark. You need to burn all these bodies.
Where is he?
He's still alive?
Your words will disappear.
Yeah.
Your house will disappear.
Last of House
Your
Bolton.
name will disappear. All memory of you will disappear.
My hounds will never harm me.
You haven't fed them in 7 days, you said it yourself.
Yeah.
Stop! Stop!
Yeah. So much for your loyalty. Oh, that's so satisfying. For so long, I've waited for that. The death of Ramsay Bolton. My pattern has returned. My pattern has returned. Episode 9 of an even-numbered season, another battle. Second one to involve John. I could go take a nap right now and I would sleep peacefully. I'm exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. This is the third episode I've recorded today. I am emotionally exhausted. It's actually, surprisingly, it's been a little while since I've really been like emotionally exhausted after this show. I don't know why. But for some reason this time I found that pit in my stomach again that I used to feel before this. It's fine. You know, the past 2 seasons basically have been not uneventful, but I don't know, we haven't had the big, I don't know, been a little while, I guess. Well, maybe since Barristan died. Hardhome was pretty big, though, I gotta say. Hardhome was definitely like, alright, this is crazy. And it did sort of give me the same thing, but still, that was a season ago. That was a season ago, but yeah, it's been a little while. Been a little while since I really, and it really hit me. Like that pit in my stomach really hit me when he released Rickon. When he released Rickon, I definitely felt that pit in my stomach, and I think that's where it started. And from there on, I was so invested. Again, not that I haven't been invested this entire time, but still. This was just so crazy. I mean, maybe it's also because, we haven't had a proper... Technically, we haven't had a proper episode 9 since season 4. And in season 5, obviously, we saw that it was saved for episode 10, the episode 9 big thing to, get you. And the fact is that it was the big thing of season 5 was Jon's death, which I knew already happened. So maybe that's part of it, but yeah, that was pretty crazy, but I loved it. All right. Before we get into the Battle of the Bastards, let's talk first of the Battle of Meereen, because that was a strong opener, and that had nothing to do with the rest of the episode, basically. It was, its own little thing. I can feel... Like, I got so emotional, I feel like I created more body heat, so now I'm kind of hot and it's all catching up to me. My bangs are curling. It's been humid for a while. So, first off, let's talk about the, Battle of Meereen, because technically it wasn't really a battle. Yes, people were fighting, obviously, but then once Daenerys came in with all three of her dragons, it was just completely done. I like Tyrion talking with Dany at the beginning and him trying to explain everything and make excuses and stuff, and she just was just looking at him. I don't even know if she blinked. She was just looking at him, and it's like, oh, yeah, gotta confess to how you screwed up, basically. Oh. And that's the thing, is that, he knows he screwed up with his deal with the Masters. And it's just amazing that he was scared of her, basically. She commands that much authority that he was, kind of stepping over his words and stuff with her because he didn't want to anger her. It's just amazing. Oh, now, still, I feel Daenerys is my favorite character. Ooh, Johnny Boy's getting up there, though. I think Johnny Boy takes number 2, though. Yeah, I think that's it. Jon Snow takes number 2 on my favorite characters list. Jon takes number 2, but man, it's gonna take a lot if he's ever gonna surpass Daenerys. But yeah, I think Jon makes it at number 2, maybe Tyrion at number 3. And then after that, I don't even know, man. But yeah. Yeah. So, the battle, again, of Meereen. Yeah, that was amazing, just watching her with all 3 of her dragons. And I love, they did it again. It's just her and the 3 of them flying. And I was just like, say it. And then she said it, Dracarys. And then you get that friggin', and her music starts playing. Just, whatever that music is, just, yes! Oh, it's so amazing. And that's it for the Masters. They've lost. 2 of them died. Grey Worm killed 2 of them. And then Tyrion went to the third one and was just like, tell the other Masters of what happened here. So if they ever think of revolting, remind them of what Queen Daenerys will do to rebels. Like, oh, it's so crazy. makes you think, like, if the Mad King had dragons, the rebellion probably wouldn't have won. But anyway. And to kind of go off of that, Theon and Yara made it to Daenerys, and we actually got a meeting between Theon, Yara, Daenerys, and Tyrion, which is just awesome. It's like in the span of like, well, I don't know, I guess not 3 episodes. How long has it been since they left? Well, 4 episodes. Okay, so they made it to Meereen in 4 episodes. Okay, I guess that can make sense. I mean, pretty much in 4 episodes, Jon and Sansa amassed an army, basically. So. Alright, so yeah. So Daenerys took up their offer and took their Iron Fleet above Euron's. Because they're not requiring a marriage in that. But they have to comply to some of her demands, which would be no more raids and stuff like that, which, Yara even said, that's our way of life, and Daenerys just put a stop to it and was like, well, no more. And she was like, okay, no more. So that may be a hard sell for some of the Ironborn, because, that is their thing, but I don't know. You don't want to make Daenerys mad, that's the thing. You don't want to make her mad. We just saw everything that happened. I like that their Iron Fleet didn't even help in Meereen. It's like, no, we don't. It's like, we don't need them to help with Meereen. We just need the dragons. Okay, so let's get to the biggin. Let's get to the big Battle of the Bastards. Because that's the thing, Ramsay was always like, bastard. Like, always calling Jon Snow a bastard. It's like, you're a bastard too. It's like, even if you have the name Bolton, you're still a bastard. So. He's a bastard. That's a little Karibo reference there, if any of you caught that. I'm so tired. I'm like emotionally exhausted. I'm trying to like form thoughts, and I'm just like, ugh. I can't. Oh, it's like the most satisfying episode 9 we've ever had. Cause even like, even in the first battle, the Battle of Blackwater, it's like, okay, well, we're still watching the Lannisters win. That sucks. And Joffrey sucks and shit. And then the other one, it's like, okay, yeah, the Night's Watch beat the Wildlings, but at the same time, they weren't gonna, that wasn't gonna last. That's not gonna last because they could only defend for maybe 1 or 2 more nights, but Mats was just too powerful. Here it's like, no, we won and good people won. And the bad people got what was coming to them. And it's like, alright, that's nice, man. That's so nice. You know what I wonder? This is a bit off topic, but I wonder how far back into Game of Thrones this notebook goes. 1x6. That's how far back my notebook goes. And I'm like maybe halfway through. Maybe not even, actually. I think I've still got a ways to go in this notebook. But that's how far back this notebook goes. Is Season 1, Episode 6. Wow. What did I write down for Season 1, Episode 9? Ned Stark honor, Jorah's father, Rob Robert, which Baelor. Not much, apparently. Alright, sorry, excuse me. Let me excuse me for a second, but I gotta kind of look at this for a sec. Man, this is so crazy. Stannis, Empty Ship, Wildfire, The Hound, Sansa. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm sort of sidetracking for a minute, but I have to look at some of this. I'm just looking at the episode 9s. I only wrote 4 notes over the Reigns of Castamere? Really? Jon and the Wildlings, Bran going north, Young Kai, and the Red Wedding. Wow. Interesting. That's all I wrote. I'm sorry I'm taking a second on this, but yeah, this is interesting actually looking at this. I know, I should get back to the discussion at hand, but sometimes you just need to kind of look back. Yeah, 4x9. Yeah, I kind of remember. Oh, I remember these now. Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm catching up to where I am. Yeah, 5x10, Old Town. That was just a couple pages ago. That was recently because of how I'm recording these. Anyway, sorry about that. I just felt like kind of going through that for a sec. But yeah, this notebook goes back a long way. Almost the entirety of my Game of Thrones reactions are in here. Okay. But yeah, this is the first, like, episode 9 where it's, like, a victory. Like, an actual good victory. So that's nice. I like that. Ow. Alright, first off, the 1v1. Jon's offer of a 1v1 was interesting. Yeah, the 1v1, and rightfully so. Ramsay never wanted that because he pretty much just assumed that Jon was a better fighter than he is. Which, when you go down to the 1v1 that we actually had, it was not that good, honestly. It's like, it wasn't really a fight, it was just an ass-kicking. But, which is good, at least. I like that. But yeah, the offer of a 1v1 is interesting. But it makes sense that Ramsay wouldn't do that. Ramsay never got involved in the battle. That's the thing. He was just watching it from afar, and then he retreated to Winterfell when the Vale showed up. So yeah. I wrote down bad odds. That whole night before was so interesting. Just watching how all of them worked. And like how all of them basically prepared. You know, we talked to Sansa, and she was basically saying, it's like, don't fall into his trap. That's the thing. It's like, I know you're trying to lay traps, but don't fall into his, which is obvious advice, but still. And then, you know, Tormund talking to Davos finding the stag he gave to Shireen, because it's like, well, this is the place. Because they said they camped where Stannis was camping, because strategically it is actually a good idea, you know. And I think I saw some of Stannis's men there. I think I recognized one of them. So yeah, maybe some of Stannis's men did actually make it, but who knows. But yeah, it makes sense that they would be there, but the problem is that means Davos would find the stag that he made for Shireen, which sucks. And it kind of makes me wonder, you know, he had that look at the end there. I wonder if he's going to do anything against Melisandre. Because, I mean, she's the only one that's alive, the only one still alive that did that to Shireen. Stannis and Selyse are dead, so. Rickon. Poor Rickon. Like, that was crazy. And I felt so bad, and it got a pit in my stomach for Rickon Stark. the kid, the one that we focused on the least. The one who, for a while, I didn't even realize was a Stark. You know, until they just expressly stated that. And it's like, oh, I guess he is? We don't talk about him. And it's like, yeah, he's like the forgotten Stark, but all the same, I was just so emotional about him dying. And Ramsay playing that game of, you know, seeing which will happen first. Will he be saved by Jon, or will an arrow go through his heart? And unfortunately, an arrow went through his heart. So yeah. It's like, that just sucks. And technically, he's the last male heir of Winterfell. Yes, we do have Bran, but Bran is... yeah, he's north of the Wall. Like, maybe if he comes back... So that's the thing. If he does come back, and if he brings Benjen with him, then you technically have 2 heirs. Because if Bran dies, then it would then go to Benjen, because he is Ned's younger brother. There is a line of succession. Now, granted, if you didn't have Benjen, and you didn't have Bran, technically in line of succession, it would go to Sansa. I know some people a long time ago told me that, well, it would go to the boys before Sansa, at least. Because they are the male heirs, which, whatever. But you have to think, well, okay, look at Bear Island. Bear Island is being controlled by a 10-year-old girl because she's the last one, basically. It's like she is the last heir to House Mormont. So yeah, without Rickon, currently, Sansa is the Lord of Winterfell, basically. Because they don't know about Bran. They have no idea where Bran is. The Archers. The Archers, that was interesting that he basically... Ramsay just didn't care about his own men. He just did not care. And so, while Davos didn't fire their arrows because they didn't want to hit their own men. Ramsay is a son of a bitch. So he let loose all those arrows. Some of them landed on his men. Some of them landed on Jon's men. None of them landed on Jon, but yeah. Surrounded. That was also interesting. That they basically surrounded Jon's army. And it was good tactics, actually, you know, getting the spears out and the shields so, you know, you can't break a line, and then just sort of push in on Jon's army. It worked for a little while. Then the Vale showed up. I just forgot about them. I forgot that Baelish was basically, you know, he said a while back, he was basically putting it into Robin Arryn's head that, you know, he needs to send the Vale north, oppose Ramsay Bolton, and help his cousin, Sansa. So yeah, that makes sense. And when they showed up, I was like, okay, you hear the horn, and it's like, okay, who would be here? Brienne, I guess. Where the hell is Brienne? And it's like, I guess she's not back yet. And it's like, okay, well, maybe it's Brienne, but she wouldn't have anyone. You know, she didn't get the Tullys, basically, and the Blackfish. It's like, okay, she didn't get the Tullys. It's like, okay, and you're trying to think about all this, and it's like, who could it be? Is it just another lord? Is it, I don't know. And then they showed, you know, the bird, and at first I was like, oh, is it the Tullys? And I was like, is that right? Are they the bird? And it's like, no, they're the fish. That's not the Tullys. And then I realized, oh, it's the Vale. It's the Arryns. They're here. And it's like, oh, okay. And I don't know if Robin was there. I don't know if Robin was actually in that battle, but Baelish showed up. I like that. That it cut to Baelish and Sansa just there as all those knights were just flying by. So yeah. Or I guess just soldiers. They're probably not all knights, but yeah. So yeah. And that's how they broke the barrier, basically, that was surrounding Jon's men. And then that's when Ramsay retreated. Because he knew, okay, I can't beat them on the battlefield, but I have Winterfell. We can lay siege for so long at Winterfell. It's like, yeah, you can if you close the gates, and nothing can break through those gates. But you know what can break through those gates? A giant can. So, yeah, that was amazing that immediately after he says, we just have to wait here at Winterfell, immediately 1-1 busts through the gate. Unfortunately, we lost 1-1, and that does suck. I think he was like one of the last giants. But yeah, and the fact that last arrow that really killed him was from Ramsay. Son of a bitch. And then we do get our one-on-one battle, our one-on-one fight, Jon versus Ramsay. Except it's really not a fight. It's like he launched an arrow, and Jon had a shield, and so he kept launching arrows, and Jon kept using his shield. And it's like, man, this isn't gonna work. What happened to your sword? Like, what happened to your sword? Why don't you take him? But he's stupid, I guess. I don't know. But Jon did what he had to do, and he ended it. Almost. He didn't kill him. That's the interesting thing. He just beat him within an inch of his life, basically. Probably because, like when he saw Sansa there, it's like I almost wonder if it was running through his head. It's like, I should let her kill him. And sure enough, the last of the Boltons was killed by his own dogs. And that's the thing. It's like, oh, they're loyal hounds. And it's like, you haven't fed them in 7 days. You said that yourself. It's like, it's like, they are loyal to me. It's like, and now they're starving. It's like, duh, you moron. And yeah, and they ate him. And it's amazing. And I love that. And I'm pretty sure, let me see this again. Hold on. Need to go back just a tiny bit. I'm pretty sure she smiled when she walked away. I gotta see that. Look at these cute dogs. Yeah, at that point that had to be CG, but what the fuck ever. I imagine a lot of those horses had to be CG, or else they just hurt actual horses. So yeah. So much blood. It's crazy, man. I'm pretty sure she smiles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she smiled right there. I love that. I don't care. I like that. I like that she smiled listening to him die. Oh, that's amazing. And he's dead, which is good. I'm glad he's dead. Oh, it's amazing. Like, this is like one of the happiest like episode 9s we've ever had, between Daenerys coming in and wrecking those masters shit, and Jon and Sansa completely and utterly defeating Ramsay Bolton. Put that together makes an incredible episode. Oh, I loved this episode. This was so great. I loved it. Yeah, this was amazing. R.I.P. Rickon Stark. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. R.I.P. Rickon Stark. But long live Sansa Stark. Long may she rule as Wardeness of the North. Oh my gosh. It's just amazing. Yeah. I am satisfied. Yep. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films. I will see you guys next time. We got Winterfell back. I'm so happy we got Winterfell back. It has been liberated. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.